Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jaquandis, and if you're new here, guess what? We're family now. Hugs. Why, you may ask? Because obviously you want to level up. Obviously you ain't got time to wait on nobody. So you came to the right place. Don't worry, we here. Today I'll be sharing 5 ways to prioritize and organize your life. Because if you anything like me, child, you need some help in the organizational department. We just need a little guidance. That's all, just a little bit. But before we do, I need y'all to click that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because it'll really help get the word around to people who are just like us. Child, just trying to find our way to financial freedom and generational wealth. You know, just give me the money. Okay, y'all, where y'all at? We trying to get a coin. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds to go ahead and handle that. I get so weak in the knee. Y'all ready? Okay, let's get into it. So the very first way is to be intentional in everything that you do, every moment that you wake up. It sounds so simple, but make every moment count. Make sure you have a plan. Ask yourself questions like, what do I want for myself? What am I good at? What are my short-term and long-term goals? And listen, don't feel bad if you haven't figured this out yet. Don't feel bad if you don't know, because I promise you, as you learn yourself and get to know yourself more and really dig deep, you'll figure it out. Do your research. Everything that you could possibly think of is on the internet. Like, all the answers to all of your questions, if you just search it in YouTube, search it in Google, I promise you, you'll have tons of videos that pop up about your topic or whatever it is that you're interested in. You just have to start. You cannot be lazy. You gotta look, you gotta figure it out. I promise you, you'll feel like an expert. Be sure to take notes and implement all these things for yourself. Find something that you're good at and make that money. So yeah, ultimately just know what it is that you have to do. Find a set routine that'll work for you to hit your goals every week, and just make sure that every single day you're doing something. It's okay to take a day, a week, whatever it is that you need to really reset. Don't be afraid to take a mental break. Like, your mental health is of the utmost importance. Make sure that you're resting your brain. But in order to really truly live in your purpose, you have to put a plan of action. You have to take those small steps in order to get to that big goal. Because small wins matter, sis. Every moment counts. The second way is to write out your to-dos for the next day. I cannot stress this enough. This is a big one. It's so important, because if you don't know what you're doing the next day, how are you being intentional? Answer that for me. Not just writing down that you're going to the store, or you got a dentist appointment, or you got to walk your dog. No, not just that. But writing down the steps you actually need to get closer and closer to the goals you have in mind for yourself. You should at least have 2 to 3 things written down for tomorrow, even if it's just finding a website or finding out the steps you need to take to get this or to get that. If you're trying to open a fitness center, if you're trying to open up a dance studio, whatever it is that you can think of, you have to start somewhere, and knowledge is key. The third way, but don't knock it till you try it, is to journal. So look, listen, some of y'all don't like to write, and that's okay, because I was the same way. I literally did not start journaling until last year, and it's changed my life. This is my outline for my journal. I write 3 things that I'm grateful for. Then I kind of reflect on my day, and I like to journal at night. You can pick and choose if you want to journal in the morning or if you want to journal at night. Hey, I hit this goal. I did this, I did that. I'll pray. Just kind of visualizing what it is that you want, what you're going to do for the next day. And guess what? When you come back to it next year, or come back to it 6 months later, and you surpass the goals that you didn't even imagine you would have completed by now, you will be so proud of yourself. Like, oh my God, I wrote this 6 months ago. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, it's such a great feeling. Implementing journaling was one of the best things I could have ever done for myself. I think that it is just crucial to write down everything that crosses your mind you should definitely write it down. But okay, the fourth way to prioritize your life is to use a planner to plan out your months and your weeks. I know some people like to have dry erase boards or like a calendar in your room, but how often are you in your room? Are you ever in your room? I'm just kidding. You're in your room sometimes, but you're not really being hands-on. You have to go above and beyond. Writing it down in an actual planner and taking it everywhere with you will save your life. And guess what? That's where you write those to-dos. That's where you write those to-dos for the day ahead. Make sure that you are being intentional. That's back to number one, but be intentional. You need to know exactly what it is that you have set up for the next day so that you can live in your purpose and get things done for what you're trying to do. Take it with you so you can see it, look back on it. It takes discipline, but discipline over motivation, discipline over motivation. And the fifth way is to find like-minded individuals that want to reach the same level of success as you, even if it's in a different field. That's totally fine. I ain't talking about your cousin Don't, who want to party all the time or be at the club and talking about getting to the money. No. I'm talking about people with a vision, people who want more for themselves, people who really and truly are trying to create a life that they want and manifest everything that they dream of. People like us. That's why you're here. I suggest to have weekly meetings. We call them weekly alignment meetings. I read that in a book called 12-Week Year. Have your weekly alignment meetings where you're meeting with a couple individuals and you all are breaking down your goals, your individual goals. What are you working towards? Making each other take ownership of what it is that you have to get done for the week. You should know what you have to get done for the week. And then at the top of the next week, you need to be thinking about, okay, what is it that I need to do for this week, the week ahead? So definitely reach out to people, find people, support groups, whatever it is, YouTube. You'll be surprised how many people think like you and really want to create, like I said, generational wealth and financial freedom. It's like nothing else. It's so magnetic. This gets me so excited because I know y'all can do it. I know that you can manifest whatever it is that you want. So make sure that you are using all of these tools and really putting that plan to action, because it's like you literally can do it. You can do whatever it is that you want to do if you put in the work. If you literally are determined and you're like, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. Like, if you want it, go get it. And if you want it, put in the work to get what you want. You deserve all that you desire, and you can do it. Ultimately, you can do it. If there are any other ways that you can think of to prioritize and really organize your life in 2022, hey, look, drop them in the comments. Let's chat. Let's figure it out together, because we got this, y'all. Financial freedom, generational wealth. Let's do it. Love y'all. Bye.